In Haiti, police say they've killed 4 people and detained 2 others after a gun battle with suspects in the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse. Officials say they belong to a group of professional commandos and foreign mercenaries who killed the president in his home while posing as US special agents. World leaders have condemned the killing, which deepens the political crisis in the Caribbean nation. The UN Security Council is due to discuss the situation later today.
This van is moving the remains of Haiti's slain President Jovenel Moïse from his private residence where he was killed. Outside the villa, investigators scoured for evidence and leads as to who may have planned and carried out the assassination. Gunmen raided Moïse's home in the early hours of Wednesday. His wife was critically wounded and is being treated at a hospital in Florida.
On the move at last, the huge container ship that blocked the Suez Canal in March has finally been allowed to leave the area. The Ever Given had been detained ever since, amid wrangling over compensation. Back in March, the vessel, one of the world's largest, became wedged diagonally across the waterway. It took 6 days to free her, causing massive disruption to global trade. A big backlog of ships built up at either end of the canal. Afterwards, the Suez Canal Authority demanded $900 million in compensation. That was to cover the salvage operation and other costs. The demand was later reduced to $550 million.
South Africa's former president Jacob Zuma has begun serving a 15-month prison sentence for contempt of court after handing himself in to police. He was given the sentence last week but had attempted to evade arrest pending legal appeals. In the early hours of Thursday, though, a convoy of vehicles believed to be carrying the ex-president left his compound shortly before a deadline to turn himself in expired. Prison authorities say Zuma is now in a correctional centre in his home province. His contempt of court charge was for failing to show up to a corruption inquiry. He's been accused of corrupt behaviour during his time in public life.
Today, in conjunction with the America First Policy Institute, I'm filing as the lead class representative a major class action lawsuit against the big tech giants, including Facebook, Google, and Twitter, as well as their CEOs, Mark Zuckerberg, Sundar Pichai, and Jack Dorsey. 3 real nice guys. We're asking the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida to order an immediate halt to social media companies' illegal, shameful censorship of the American people, and that's exactly what they are doing.
Now, the freedom of the press must be defended relentlessly. That was the strong message from the head of the European Council, Charles Michel, a short time ago, speaking about the shooting of a well-known Dutch investigative journalist in the streets of central Amsterdam. Peter de Vries has covered numerous high-profile crime cases over the past 20 years. He was shot minutes after leaving a TV studio where he had appeared on a chat show. Mr. de Vries is famed for his work on exposing mobsters and drug lords and has helped police solve a number of high-profile cases. 3 suspects have been arrested, including the possible gunman. The Dutch King and the Prime Minister have condemned the shooting of Mr. de Vries, who's in a critical condition in hospital.
A new front has opened in the conflict between the EU and Belarus as Brussels accuses Minsk of using migrants as political pawns. European Council President Charles Michel has visited the border between Belarus and EU member Lithuania, where record numbers of migrants have arrived over recent weeks. Michel says Belarus is allowing migrants to cross deliberately in order to put pressure on the EU. It comes after the EU recently imposed new sanctions against Belarus, and Lithuania has declared a state of emergency.
This is the latest weapon in the arsenal of the English Channel's people smugglers. A 26-foot-long military-style super dinghy capable of transporting bigger boatloads of people across the dangerous route to the UK. This video was filmed by fisherman Matt Coker, who says he's seen as many as 50 people packed on board just one of these vessels. On this occasion, what appears to be 11 migrants were picked up by a Border Force patrol boat as they traversed the busy shipping lanes separating England and France. Matt says a new flotilla of sophisticated, larger boats like this one have been powering across the channel for the last 3 months.